had to get my glasses, and so take two. So I came back because I had to get my glasses, and I had to fix the screen so I could see it better. So what I was saying was that thank you, Rosie O'Kelly, for taking me home. I was born and raised in Eureka, graduated Eureka High. She went by there. The fire station that she showed, my grandparents used to live right next to it when it was a fire station. Then they moved 3 blocks away. Then they moved another 4 blocks away. So, and my auntie, she still owns my grandma's house, so, which is kind of cool, because we were raised in the upstairs, and grandma and grandpa downstairs, and nuclear family. It was great. It was a good childhood. And Eureka back then was very quaint, very small. Not a lot going on except lumber and fishing, which there is really no more lumber anymore. The pulp mills are gone. But the tax base now is generated by marijuana, which back in the day, it was always fun to see how much you could get away with, actually. Hey, Koba John, aloha. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Yeah, Rosie went up to Eureka, my hometown, and did a couple of videos. And yeah, I'm kind of homesick now. 10 years of not being able to drive more than 150 miles without going back the other direction is great, but yeah, I kind of miss home. I miss my kids. I miss my grandkids. I don't miss the cold. I don't miss having to have 2 sets of clothes, one for summer and one for winter. And being able to have Thanksgiving on the beach. I think on my Instagram I have a couple of pictures of that Thanksgiving. But just thought I'm in town. And the fog is horrible today. I'll show you. You can't even see the hill. You can't even see the houses up there. And that's the from the volcano. Hey Brad, aloha. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go spend my Thanksgiving. I'll probably take the drums out to the beach and see what's going on. I'm not too. Yeah, it's, you know, I read the local newspaper. No, we don't have many pigs anymore. We got rid of the babies, and we got the heifers or hogs or whatever you want to call them. I read the local newspaper every day. It's just kind of one of the things that keeps me connected there. Unfortunately, there are so many more stories about bad things happening there than there are good things. So, you know, Rosie brought out the good things. And for that, I'm thankful. It's a great little getaway. The beaches up north of Eureka are beautiful. You've got Moonstone Beach, which is heaven. It's a long, hard-packed sand beach. Hey, Stitching Girl, aloha. Hey, Steve, again. Sorry. I started before, and it was like, I had to get my glasses. I can't read it. None of my kids actually live in Eureka anymore. They're all south of there. But the beaches up north, I used to take when I had my Dalmatian, and we had our old Toyota four-wheel drive, and we'd take him down to the bottom of the beach, and he would run 5 miles one way and 5 miles the other, right next to the truck, and still be ready to go for some more. But that's what they're bred for. I know boats are making an awful lot of noise out there. There, that's a better view. And this may sound bad, and anybody can criticize me for saying this, but I want to go buy legal marijuana across the counter of a retail store. It was always, we got our blood going by, getting the pot out from the hills. And it was so funny, since I read the newspaper, I read this story that somebody was driving a U-Haul truck, fairly good sized one, like a bread truck kind of thing, filled to the top and to the back with boxes and boxes and boxes of processed marijuana. They estimated that there were 2 tons, 4,000 pounds of marijuana in that truck. And they got stopped. Why? Because they were speeding. Yeah, that would have been a reason not to speed. The smart people rarely get caught. It's the dumb ones that get caught. But the culture is so different now, the marijuana culture, that it's almost sad to see the old days go. Back when you don't dare have one in the backyard for fear your neighbors are going to rat you out and call the cops. And now I have friends that live right in town who have beautiful, beautiful pot gardens. And one of my friends, he kind of lives down in the more rougher part of town. And he's got his little plot, 3 or 4 plants. And it's just now, yeah, right? Well, that back then it was Thai sticks, Acapulco Gold. Yeah, I have a story for that, but not today. And it's funny, when Rosie was going by the different places, I'm going, oh, I have a story at that location. Oh, I know something that happened there. Oh, I know some details over there, kind of thing. And it was kind of funny. It really brought back some old memories of, kind of the things you would do and not get away with it. Hold on, so I can read. It used to be 2-toed Tasman, tumbleweed in Kentucky. Needed a sandwich going to a coma. Yeah. But you could almost. Most of the original strains, like the White Widow, Thunderfuck, Northern Lights, kind of all got developed in the Emerald Triangle, which was Humboldt, Mendocino, and Trinity counties. Yeah, those are the days. I'm surprised I never got arrested or in jail, or I never even got a traffic ticket. Well, okay, I have to admit, I've always said I've never got a traffic ticket. Well, I got one. And we'll go into that story a little bit. when I had both my kids, 2 kids, I think my son was in school, and I'm not sure if my daughter was yet. I think she was. I was on my way to a new job, and my mother always instilled in me, if you're on time, you're late. So I always tried to, run my life that way. And I'm still, to the day, I'm 10, 15, 20 minutes early to an appointment, just because that's what I was taught. So, hey, Hot Frog, aloha. Hey, First Motorhome, aloha. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Aloha. So I'm driving to my job, and unfortunately was in a school zone, and school had just started too, and I got pulled over. Hey, Robert, aloha. Hey, Gerald. So being that my family in Eureka, and this happened in Eureka, and this goes into the Carson house too. It connects it. That I got a ticket, and of course I was going to fight it because that's my nature. And praying all the way that Uncle John is not the judge. Well, Uncle John was the judge. And he looked at me and he goes, I know who you are. I'm your uncle. And I said, yes, sir, you are. Great uncle. And he says, well, yeah, I see here that you're going a little fast. And I go, well, blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, I have to actually dismiss myself from the case because we're related. And I said, okay. And he goes, or I can do this. I can take this ticket and I can write it off. And if you promise that you never get another ticket again. And I looked that man square in the eye and I said, I will never get a ticket ever again. Well, I never got a ticket yet. Knock on wood. So it's those little lessons in life that at the time you don't think mean anything, that mean everything. So Judge John Morrison, his brother Jim Morrison, the lawyer, his other brother Silas, who was a CPA for the whole family, everybody, was their year to have their family's Thanksgiving dinner at the Carson Mansion, the Ingomar Club. So that year I was maybe 7 or 8, got to have Thanksgiving dinner with all the lavishness of the old Victorian era. And that's a real strong memory. And I can remember going up to the very top, up to the widow's walk. And just below that is an old slate pool table. Very, very ornate. The holders that hold the sticks and the balls and everything was just carved, and it was beautiful. And if you have a chance to maybe look at it, and I know they have pictures of the inside, the inside is even more spectacular than the outside. So, when I say that, Eureka has a lot of deep roots, that's what I mean. Humboldt County has a lot of deep roots. And unfortunately, my generation and my children's generation, since information is instantaneous, you can talk and see and almost touch somebody through the internet, that everybody has kind of migrated from there. My son is one of the few that I even know that actually still lives up there. None of the other families either ones, because I have 13 step brothers and sisters, so there's a lot of extended family. But you know, that's what I'm thankful for. Those are the things that meant things to me. Uh-oh. Let's see. No. I was in that chat, Sergeant. Mr. X said that he just winterized the van, and that's been like 2 weeks ago. And he's leaving for Florida December 4th. So at least he got, what, six months of work under his belt before he needed a vacation? Yeah. Well, I've got roots in Texas now too. So let him go to Texas. There's a few people that I know that would love to pay him a visit. You know, just to check to see if he's okay and everything. Yeah, he can't. You know, it was funny. I get these random thoughts in my head every once in a while, you know. So I'm looking through the Craigslist RV and camp page to see if it's up there. No, and you know what? The other reason why he won't go to Texas, and Houston mainly, is because his uncles live there. And those are the same uncles that tried to teach him a lesson that he didn't learn. And he is the man he is today from it. Because he didn't listen to older wisdom. Because, of course, he knows everything. Nobody's going to tell me how to live my life. Rah, rah, rah. Well, you know what? I think you had to work this year. Yeah, but no. So I didn't see it in Craigslist. I was almost kind of hoping to, in a weird, freaky, kind of disgusting way. But you know, hey. You see, we're still getting laughs from him. Let's see. Pensacola. I've never been to Florida. I've been to North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas. No, well, we took the I-10 from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way up to Sacramento, California, on a bus in the 70s. And I don't recommend it ever again. But I've seen all the southern states. It's not like I got out and was able to experience it, but I did, drive through. I'd like to do it again. And kind of what the plan is first off, getting over to the mainland and decide whether I want to go north first or east first. So I'm not quite sure. You know what, Hot Frog? I'll bet you $1 that shirt is never seen again. And the reason being is because his fat gut probably can't even wear it anymore, because it's not like those, stretchy shirts that he's always, toting in. But yeah, so floored on the 4th, quit another job, you know. And I know that the reason why he's probably had the lease for sale, to get him a car and then get him a place to live up there so he doesn't have to go back and forth. But, you know, the more miles he puts on it, the less the value is. Not only ravioli and blueberry, but he had a black shirt on one day with his hair all coiffed back and his aviators on, and he was going to the tailor. He's going to go pick him up some new suits. Yes, folks, the coffin suits. And the reason he doesn't wear the vest with his coffin suit anymore is because he busted all the buttons on it the one night he did wear it. So yeah, those were kind of, you know, I kind of miss it. In odd, you know, what am I thinking kind of way. That at least Elbow and we didn't go real life. You know, I didn't at least. And he didn't either, really. And if you sit him next to Rich Life, you sit him next to Cyrex, he's not the worst person sitting on a 3-seat couch, folks. You know, he may have had his things, he may have had his issues, but he kind of lived, you know, by the rules. Unfortunately, the Patrick incident, he will never get away from that. And I'm amazed that employers haven't pulled that up yet. Well, you know, Brad, it was that one who's I think it was Streetlights Hangout when Ricardo showed up. He ever said anything, you know, sideways about me, but when he brought my kids into it, game over. You got the mama dog, and mama dog don't play, you know. So, and furthermore, my son would probably say, "Why do you need me? She can fight her own fights." Oh, yep, those were the days. Oh, well, I was, you know, Sergeant, I was actually on that live, and I think this is the only time I ever took it real life, was I called the Bunny Ranch, or the Mustang Ranch, whichever one he was at, and I talked to the girl that walked down to him, and I think I did a video on this, I'm not sure. It may be one of the ones I privatized. And she said the only reason that they didn't show up is because they weren't dressed the part. They didn't have a reservation. They didn't let them know they were coming. You know, he thought he was going to go sit at a bar and have a beer. It doesn't work that way. You know, so, you know, and then we have the open mic on the way, you know, away from there, where Rosie's spanking the hell out of him for being a jerk. But anyway. Well, pretty much, I mean, and I think they do their business on a cash basis. And, you better have a gold card too. Not just a classic Visa, but you need a gold card or a platinum card. Or they're not even going to pay, it's like if you look homeless, you got no money, why are you coming here? Kind of thing. Hey, sugar. Yeah, those were the days. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got arrested. Nobody's children were involved. Nobody's brothers and sisters and landlords and place of work, wherever, But now, and this is kind of the main reason why I've pretty much backed away from the whole, I don't even want to say it, Voight. Because what people are doing now and claiming to be Voight is so far from what it originated as. They don't even know the history of it. And this person wants to get at that person, and this person has a grudge against that one, and you better not go into their channel, blah, 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 blah. That's not fun. I mean, Brad Silverdog's parodies, now those are fun. Hot Dog, he's for a Hot Frog, he's fun. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's probably, I'm thinking 82 degrees, but a nice breeze. It's not even hot. I mean, I'm not even breaking a sweat, so. But yeah. Well, Brad, yeah, but he doesn't know what playing on the team is. He's a loner, and probably a good place for him to stay. I'm on the Big Island. The Chapmans, they're on Oahu, and that's someplace I really don't care to go to because all it is Southern California, 3,000 miles away. It's not fun to go to. It's just, that's too much tourist there. It's yuck. What they come here for is the volcano, the beaches, the views, the coffee, because it's peak coffee season right now. We're right in the middle of finishing up harvest. I think they have one more pick on our place, and Stitching Girl, she couldn't cook anything not out of a box. I can't even hardly watch it anymore. It's so disgusting. And you know what? And it pisses me off because she's feeding her mother that shit. That house is disgusting. And yet she doesn't do anything all day. Like you said, or somebody else said, that house should be spotless. Yeah, it should. And she probably is being paid by the state to take care of her mother. Hot Frog, yes, please. We need a small reboot. And the bathtub was gross. Yeah, you can imagine when she has to use the top of a stove to do anything, cut vegetables, whatever. That means there's shit all over the counters. That's what part of the counter is for. That's where you prepare things. You don't prepare things on top of the stove. Who does that? Oh, right. We're talking about road. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would love to see an elbow Christmas. Maybe you could make him as the Grinch. The elbow that stole Christmas. Oh, sorry. Who is Joni? Wow. Joni is a person who lives in Kentucky, who is transgender, who does nothing all day, apparently. Not even clean the house. And she makes these videos of her cooking. Me being a former culinary arts instructor, I get the heebie-jeebies every time I see her cook. Refuses to work? Well, you know, there you go. Who thinks that people are interested in it. For one thing, the quality of her videos is shit. Straight up shit. All she does is she's a cringe. She's just cringy. And, you know, it's not her that, you know, it bothers me. It's that it bothers me about her mother. You know, she thinks when she reads the nutritional information that it means something. Well, it means something if you know what you're. Oh, good God, I can't even. And then she went the other day, walking through the house, having an anxiety attack or whatever, and I swear to that she took a pot, went into the bathroom, turned the tub on, filled that pot, and took it back to the stove. Well, it makes sense when you see the sinks. The sinks are full of dishes, dirty or clean, I don't know. But you know, when people get a glimpse in someone's life like that, I can't believe she doesn't see that. I know that happens. I know people get depressed and they don't see the mess that's in front of them, because when your brain is messy, sometimes your life is messy, you know, and your home is messy. But oh God, Kay's cooking. Oh no, Hop. No, no, I cannot. I cannot. I love Willow, but I can't stand Kay's cooking. There's just no. God, I can see the bacteria dancing around going, hey, it's our day, woohoo! Oh, shoot. Yeah, no. Oh, I'm missing people. Sorry. It's so bright out here. Hey, Seeds, aloha. I'll get you right. Transpoders? Exactly. Yep. Oh, yes. Oh, lots of content there, Hop. Lots of content. Oh my God. You know, the bad part about it, you almost can't parody it because it's so much. The truth of it is so much of a parody to begin with. You know, how do you make fun of something that's already dead ass funny? I mean, oh. Yeah, no room to get water, no room to, just, I mean, you know how I clean my shower and bathtub? Is when I'm in it. You know, I'll scrub the tiles, I have a little brush, but this time of year, we don't have to worry about the mold, but the mold was never really in my bathroom. It's on everything else in the house, but 5 minutes out of your day, you've accomplished something, you feel good about yourself. You know? I don't know. Of course, growing up in my mother's house, our house was very sparse. Nice, but we just didn't have a lot of stuff. I do the damp rid in the wet season, in the summer. This time of year I don't need to. It's dry now. It's so dry. It's like, chapstick please. Perfect ending, yep. Okay, Brad, thanks for coming in. Aloha. Happy Thanksgiving. Elbow and Joni, a Lifetime channel movie. Oh, Lifetime? Not so much. Stars? Yeah, maybe. There's a boat going out. Toy boat, toy boat. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here too. Finish up the stuff I need to do for the day. Do a little grocery shopping and go in with patience. So, because it's going to be busy there. And there's only a couple things I want, but Safeway is the only place that has it. So, anyway. All right, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Yep. If I missed anybody, aloha. If not, aloha. And if I did, aloha again. So, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, aloha.